Question number 10, Phil Twyford.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Finance. Have Treasury officials reviewed Ministry of Transport calculations, including projected traffic volume growth, per capita change in volumes over the last 7 years and alignment with GDP? And if so, is he satisfied that the currently planned transport spend is good value for money?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, I'm advised that Treasury has discussed information of this sort with the Ministry of Transport in producing the National Infrastructure Plan. MOT and NZ Transport Agency have the expertise to review the specific data in this area. As part of Treasury's ongoing work with Transport and other agencies, it attempts to understand the economic case for all investment and in fact is working hard to set high standards for agencies to make the case for more investment. I do expect transport spend to be good value for money, as we expect with spending on behalf of all taxpayers.
Supplementary.
Phil Twyford.
What is the projected growth in state highway traffic volumes used in calculations of benefit-cost ratios for the roads of national significance?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, I can't answer the member's question.
Phil Twyford.
Supplementary. What has the per capita rate of change in vehicle volumes on state highways been for the last 7 years?
The Honourable
Speaker,
Bill English.
I can't answer that question either.
Point of order, Mr
Point
Speaker.
of order, Phil Twyford.
I seek the leave of the House to table a table from NZTA that shows a 1.2% decrease in vehicle traffic in the last year, and that vehicle volumes have been stagnant since 2004.
Leave is sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is no objection.
Supplementary.
Phil Twyford.
As Finance Minister, does he endorse the Minister of Transport's statement in the House today that the member shouldn't get too caught up on cost-benefit analysis when his government is spending billions of dollars on state highway projects, supposedly on the basis of benefit-cost ratios, and does this reflect his government's commitment to value for money?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, of course the government pays a good deal of attention to the cost-benefit ratios. I suspect the member is somehow taking a long way to getting to talking about the CBD rail tunnel, and must say the Greens do a much better job of that than Labour does.
Point of order, Mr
Point
Speaker.
of order, Phil Twyford.
I asked the Finance Minister whether he endorsed his colleague's statement in the House today. He didn't answer that, didn't address it.
Well, what he said is the government, in answer to the Minister, said the government is interested in cost-benefit ratios for transport initiatives, and I think that was a pretty clear answer for the member. Does the member have a further supplementary question? Phil Twyford.
Speaker, does he agree that spending on this scale, $10 billion over 7 years on projects with such poor predicted economic return, puts it right up there with Muldoon's Think Big scheme in the 1980s? And could this poor quality spending be the reason this country continues to lag so far behind Australia?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, no, I don't agree with that. The RONS projects do have significant economic benefit, and I'd invite the member to go and try and shut down some of the motorways that have been built if he thinks they're a bad idea. But if the member is going to focus on evidence and cost-benefit ratios, he needs to understand that quite a lot of the favourite public transport projects have extremely poor cost-benefit ratios and negligible or negative economic benefits.
Dr. David Clark.
What does he say to angry taxpayers in Dunedin and in all southern provinces who know that they are paying money hand over fist for the RONS roading projects of dubious economic benefit when not one of these projects is south of Christchurch?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, taxpayers in Dunedin and occasional or regular visitors such as myself are very pleased to see that. Well, that's right. Well, Dunedin's actually 150 miles from Dipton. Are very pleased to see the Cavish. Well, The Labour Party wouldn't have a clue about the geography of the South Island because they've got no members down there. They're very pleased to see the Caversham multi-laning project going ahead, the first significant roading project for a long time in Dunedin, and the members should be supporting it, not criticising it.
Question number 11, Nikki Wagner.
Thank you, Mr.